Alright, welcome back everybody. I was just having a good chuckle, just thinking like, you came here expecting Borderlands and you end up with all this philosophy and all of this, well, no. And I'm not saying like I'm some master philosophist or however, did the zoomy zooms eat all your wordy books? Or no? Those are two different Rick and Mortys that I'm mixing up. Philosopher's is where he's stumbling on that is the one with it's like the all planet similarity. Okay, never mind. But basically, no, I'm no pro. Just a guy out here musing. Oh, look at that. That's so sick.
All right,
It's
welcome
shiny.
to Concordia, a crap hole if I ever saw one. Find a guy named Huckster. He's ex-Hyperion, runs the town.
See, there's so many subtle nuances of social shaping norms and culture in these video games, like, peppered in there. And the reason that we get it is like, or they're so enjoyable, a part of it is because it's like we can relate to it. Not only can we relate, we can understand like, hey, that would be really cool if that happened, or wouldn't it be nice, like world peace and all that. And we say it, but then we like don't know how to get there. So, and I mean, there is no real easy solution. If there was, or like easy one-time solution. Sorry, I should say it that way. Because every time things change, there's a potential for things to be misunderstood, uneven, and all that.
Okay, that's far enough, Buster.
Just give him the...
Entry papers, and make it snappy. Chop chop. Where did you learn customer service? You're a very rude mother trucker. You're in violation of the verbal space morality statute. You just got a ticket. But I said mother trucker! Oh, you just got another. I love rules. They make me powerful.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? For violations of the verbal space morality statute. And sorry, this is what like fascism and like too much control could lead to. Like, yep, rules are rules. Don't care, don't need the details, just follow the rules.
Follow me or you'll get a third ticket. Yes, this is Concordia, mightiest of spaceports on Elpis. Too bad you'll be seeing it only from a cell for all those tickets you've accrued.
And I'm gonna take your stuff too.
Give him the Orbitron. Things will get weird, just so you know.
Oh, great. Yeah, consider yourself totally cleared for decontamination.
Boom! Told you I'd get you in. You're on your own now.
And that's just like a mixture of like Ocean's 11 through 27 or however many they have. No, great movies, but like at the same time, I do not support, well, not just crime in general. It's still the white hat mentality, not to be like a
Welcome, new citizen. Obey my commands. Go stand on decontamination pad. Do not move when beam comes.
What?
You move! Come into clinics, silly Lapushka. I nurse Nina. When you need medicine, you come see. Only a serious though. Nurse Nina hate big babies. Unless they're real babies. Nurse Nina love them. You hurt. Here, take.
Systems jammed. Does a body better than a placebo? Wait, what? Instantly heals you up to full health. We'll use the pick up. Right.
Good, you better. When hurt again, can use vending machine to buy heals. You healthy. Go.
Okay.
He good at looking after himself, but Nina's still worried.
And now we're eavesdropping too, which is also not polite. Same with stealing. So again, virtual world. That's like Grand Theft Auto. People do some of the most outrageous things because you really shouldn't be doing any of that in real life. Like, oh.
So
But-
Huckster, the guy you need to find, calls himself Marif. Like mayor mixed with Shara is stupid, whatever. But he might know how to track down the signal. This guy's still pulling down a fat retirement plan from Hyperion from my division. I'm basically his boss. He's pretty much on the team already.
Moonstones? Okay. No, these are important to warn against capitalism because I also had to take a business ethics class. And we talked about the ethics of business. And Adam Sandler, even before that, and Billy Madison was joking about it, like they had to answer a business ethics question. And then he did, I think that was the one where he did the long roundabout way. Or no. Sorry. That was the, before that. Hold on, let's gather that up. So, in Billy Madison, yeah, Billy Madison, like he was talking about business ethics was the question that he posed to Eric, who was trying to take over the company, and he didn't understand business ethics, and so he started floundering. He was like, well, the ethics of business and this and that, and so he just had one of his blind spots pointed out on the spot, really, and it made him very uncomfortable, and he actually ended up pulling a gun. So the moral of the story is these are very delicate situations regardless. What was that? What just happened? Alright. Anyways. I'm confused. Alright, but anyways,
It's a dark day in the big city. All I want is the same answers everybody wants. Just trying to make a living. I'm working. What are you doing? Just trying to make a living. I keep my nose clean. You, move along, pal. All I want is the same answers everybody wants.
okay, that kind of sounds like a little unhinged and stuff, but at the same time, it is true. People are people. Although, you know, and then people are out on their luck for whatever reason. Oh gosh, that's why Always Sunny in Philadelphia is such a good show to watch too. Like the exploiting the.
Helios. So, here's the thing. No visitors today.
So Always Sunny in Philadelphia
This
had
is
an episode.
definitely going the wrong way, and at velocity too.
You were one of us, you stupid named son of a bastard!
Thank you for visiting the offices of the Marif. We hope you enjoyed your bureaucratic interactions.
Yes. There is one other person who can help us, unfortunately. Get to the up-over bar.
Well, yeah, and these are pointing out the dangers of the wrong people get in charge and want to keep the power, don't want it to fall to. That's kind of like everybody. Once you've worked long enough.
Oh, wait. Hey, you see those two on the dance floor? The tattooed chick and the guy allergic to smiling? Oh, they're ex-Vault Hunters. Go see if they'll help. Oh, finally. Lady Luck flips a frickin' face card.
So yeah, this is again between Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. So yes, we have the Vault Hunters, but also they don't know that they just got ripped off. Yeah. Wait, talk to Roland. Hey Lilith. Oh, you're still all happy and yeah.
Hi guys, Hyperion's losing Helios to Dahl. Can you help me stop the signal that's jamming its systems?
Hyperion, Dahl, is there a difference?
We're on vacation. Together.
Yeah, sorry, but we're out of the vault hunting game.
Too many tentacles.
Tentacles, eh?
Go talk to Moxie. Damn it!
Looking for me, sugar?
What?
This is why bartenders. Oh.
What do you want?
This is why you don't drink too.
I'll take you on, you bastard. Something fun.
Doesn't really help.
Right?
Anyways. Hi Moxie.
Hello, Moxie. Jack needs your help to reclaim Helios.
A claptrap. This day gets better and better.
So, Jack sent you, huh? Must have bothered him something awful. No worries, though. It's all in the past. What does he need?
Dull soldiers jammed Helios's defenses with their rogue signal. Jack thinks you can help us find that signal and shut it down.
You want to find a signal? Then you gotta put transmitters on the echo towers around town. Get up high. Simple triangulation. They'll find the source, then you can shut it down. Thing is, I don't have any transmitters here. But that's fixable. First, I need you to pick up some moonstones mistakenly confiscated by the customs claptrap. Head over there and I'll update your echo. Trust me, it'll make sense.
Can I get a bloody refill?
What are you doing? You work here.
Huh? Nah, I just look like that guy. I'm in off the street.
Right. 2 minutes, then you're off your break.
Okay, but anyways, something a little more profound. So through simulations, we were able to see the absurdity of doing the things that we don't know how. So like Grand Theft Auto, the stuff that we're doing in here, like I wouldn't do any of this stuff in real life. I wouldn't be running around sabotaging things, shooting things, blowing things up. These are the fantasy things, fiction. And once people understand the difference between fantasy and reality, like you can't go around doing this all root, like this is not real. Then it's like, okay, then you apply that to the real world. Like, I wouldn't do this, or steal, or this, I don't know. It's like the things that your parents tell you all growing up. Ah, but business ethics. Wait, get moonstones, that's right. So business ethics. Without business ethics, we are able
Moxie
to...
tells me you're here for her moonstones. I'm pretty sure I stored them at the bank. You can pick them up from there.
I'm not a big fan of the bank. Still, it serves its purpose. You can use it to stash things you don't feel like carrying around.
Oh, that's right. I actually put the moonstones in the stash, not the bank. You can have the gun. The owner doesn't need it.
The stash, huh? That's where you can store items you want to swap between other characters. Not sure why you put the moonstones there.
Okay. You discovered the safe. Use the safe as a place to store items that you might need later, but don't want to carry all the time. So, yeah, simulations in video games allow us to do basically whatever we want with or without consequences and be adjusting of those consequences. But seeing the absurdity through games like Borderlands makes you want to not do that sort of stuff. So it's like a positive reinforcement through negative stimuli. Fictional negative stimuli. Simulated stimuli. See? So there's different ways you can keep fine-tuning and adjusting it, but that's basically, or that's at the core what's going on, is people get to let out their frustration, do things they would never be able to really do. Granted, like, that's how you get into some real psycho stuff. Like, if you're getting enjoyment out of, like, like shoot, it's not like, okay, and by the way, that's not like a death sentence. If you do stuff like the Dexter thing, then, maybe there's things that need to be alleviated, resolved, changed, adjusted. So, yeah. Also, sorry, I'm still trying to figure out how to fix another situation.
Oh, that's right. I had the moonstones all along. Classic, huh?
Seriously? Shame he doesn't ticket himself for stupidity. Pick up the moonstones and take them to the black market. Check your echo.
Okay. You found the customs locker. The customs locker is a place to store items so that all of your characters can access them. Okay.
Show the moonstones to the guy there and you'll get what you need. I ordered a bunch of transmitters a while back, but I've been kind of avoiding this place. That Janie Springs keeps trying to use it as a place to accidentally run into me.
And what are video games but hyper-realistic books that we can walk into? Like, the simulations that we get to play and experience are, very similar to reading a book and exploring that way, which is still good. I'm gonna read some tonight. Like, but I grew up reading a lot, a ton. Like, yeah.
What you want?
I know that in this particular instance, I want to exchange Moxie's moonstones in return for transmitters from your good self.
I'll throw them in if you take some of this other trash off my hands.
Okay.
What you looking for?
And then it resets to buy and upgrade, just like normal, and then bada bing.
Hope it helps lets you kill stuff better.
Yeah, Crazy Earl gets around, and he's a useful guy to know. Bring him moonstones and he'll get what you need. What you want? Love that.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Black market sells permanent character upgrades, but only accepts moonstones as payment. Earn more moonstones by completing missions or finding them on defeated enemies or in treasure chests.
I'll hit your echo with the coords for the towers and manage things from here. When you get the first transmitter in place, I'll make contact. You need to get above Spring's Emporium O stuff. She's out of town, so she won't be around to help. And so we're clear, tell Jack once this is done, we're all square.
And so the other thing is like, a lot of this stuff has to be done in like dire times, revolution times or something like that, like, you know, or things like that. But, and just like Dave Chappelle and, you know, how he made so much, or he was so successful at the Dave Chappelle show because he was pointing out things that were kind of painfully true, like painfully racist and true, but at the same time it's like, you know, you got to learn to kind of laugh at some of the things, but then, you know, like that whole going to Africa thing, like I totally get it. Like I feel like, well, and I don't get it. Sorry, that's a super
Listen,
insensitive
I'll
way to
send
the
you
other
a
way.
waypoint showing how I'd try that climb. You know, 'cause I'm nice like that.
Sorry, and that's where like it's really easy to misspeak too. I'm not trying to claim like, you know, any understanding of what it is to be that demographic. However, I can relate to a lot of the things that he did in the thing, because it also relates to just people that are in poverty in general. It's not just a black thing. Like there's some pretty hood stuff on there that I know some very good people that they've probably done the same exact thing, like, you know. But I mean, people make mistakes. You're supposed to take chances and make mistakes and get messy. That's what Miss Frizzle always says. But then it's like, well, if you don't have the proper guidance or parental guidance, which, oh wait, if we lock up a lot of our population, then we're removing a lot of the parents from the equation, but then, you know, being confused why kids are running around without proper supervision and parental guidance. Well, you can't have one without the other. I mean, like, you can't lock up a bunch of people and expect, like, you know, everything to just turn out hunky-dory. So that's where you get the revolving door of justice, where the same people keep coming and coming and coming. It's because, like, and that's why prison reintegration is so important. And I was good friends with well, he was my professor and a family friend, but like, anyways, he was also the prison reintegration specialist for back home. And like, he actually pretended, or he pretended to be homeless. Exactly. Sorry, that is the right word. Like, he gave himself the same amount of money that a person leaving Department of Corrections or prison would have, and he pretended to be homeless. Like, because that's basically what it was. He was homeless like within a week, and then he tried to get a job. He tried to do these things, but he had to be honest with, like, he did it exactly because he wanted to see. You know, he had to be honest. Well, I just got out of prison, and like, he could not find a job, like, you know, so it was a social experiment, but also part of his job. And what he learned from that social experiment was very similar to what the mayor or someone in Denver just did this. They pretended what it was like to be homeless, and they acted like homeless, and as long as they were drug and alcohol free, they made it just fine. There are plenty of resources for people that don't have substance abuse issues, but here's the thing. How do you not have substance abuse issues if you're down in the gutter with the poverty? And so for the people that have been there for a while, or it's like a generational thing, then it's harder not to be, you know, there. And that's the thing, is like, and we're all susceptible to it. Like, you know, sometimes the substances could be getting gold stars for something.
I've got a connection, but it's not very stable. You mind giving it a whack for me?
Okay.
That's better. Give me a sec to get everything set up on this end.
I don't understand, but she picked them up.
Didn't come in person, sent someone. I'm just letting you know, because you said to if anybody ever swung by for them.
And she didn't mention me at all?
Yeah, so, you see what I mean about that girl? The signal. It's not coming from Concordia. Coords for the next tower on your echo.
Okay, I think we gotta go. So, and I don't know, and then these are little, like, micro inspections of human interaction. Like, again, on a somewhat comical scale, but at the same time, there's some things that really hit close to home. I mean, anyone who's been a player, I'm not saying I ever have, but no, I mean, I probably could have been more forthright with relationships and such. Let's see. Shut down the electric fence. So now we gotta do the little scavenger hunt. Let's see. It's not that big of a scavenger hunt. Ah, there we go. We're right here. We could probably get a friend. Nope. Oh, well, there's Shoddy. are okay. Oh, was that a delayed? Oh, secondary. Okay. Yeah, sometimes seeking reward and appreciation and all that, it can be dangerous. So you gotta be careful about handing them out too, and that's why I like, yeah.
Perfect. She's working now. Let's get her calibrated. I just gotta mess with some dials back here.
Oh, Mama, you know why I no come back? I'm safe here. Company no know I'm here. Name is same because they expect me change it. Anyway, Mama, no cry. Lena must go.
This transmitter, something's not working. Let's try rebooting it. There we go. There's a tower above the Marif's office. Try getting up there.
So, anyways, in dire situations like the Wild West, like colonization, and all the times where humanity was at its kind of lowest but its highest. Like, if you look at history, like as a whole, on the macro level, like how it plays into it, you know, it's just people trying to people, time and time again. I mean, under the guise of finite resources. Well, I mean, yeah, certain resources are finite, but, like...
Warning. Trespassing on government property will result in your immediate death. Thank you.
Oh yeah, should have mentioned the turrets. You'll need to destroy them.
Okay. Ah.
Oh my gosh! A challenge!
Ooh, see, right there, like little tip challenges, validations, like dings, the golden dings. That's why slot machines have all the flashing lights and the dings, because they want you to feel good, and then it reels you in. You know, that's the basis of addiction to gambling. Is like, it's got all the bells and the whistles, and it draws you in, and it attracts you, and it wants you to spend the money. I don't know.
Yeah, so looks like a bullet or two damaged the relay drive gearbox. Sift through those turrets, see if you can find a replacement.
That sounds exciting!
It's a thing that makes the transmitter work again. Small black box.
I love how Moxie knows all this stuff, so you're already kind of thinking like, wait, why is she, you know, she's very skilled with tech.
That's it?
And that's the sad, oh, sorry, let's stop real quick. The sad reality of women in tech and science, computer science specifically, like, you know, they already have to work harder than a guy to be there. Like, let's just face it, we're not to equality yet. I mean, there was like 1/10 of the population that was female, and then they washed out too. It was just like a total, well, like total dude fest. Like, I don't know. Of those bold enough to forego popularity and do other careers in sales, and I'm just kidding, but like the Chads and stuff, like, you think, and again, that's not fair too. Sorry, that's not fair either. Like, it's just they're doing the best with their skills. I don't know.
Score! Give me time to just...
Blimey, you really know how to listen to a bloke's problems. I'll give you that. You sure I can't book you for more, physical services? I'm a bloody stress volcano right now, and I could do with the relief.
Oh, gross. I make it very clear to all my patrons, Serena is not for... I'll deal with our Marif later. Okay, everything looks set up. Head up to the control panel I've marked on your Echo. Activate it so I can initiate the final scan to pinpoint the signal's origin.
So, human needs and desires expressed in different ways of attaining, you know, not justifying what the Marif's trying to do there, but, you know, take the Marif, for example, is that somebody that just spent too much time towing the line and, you know, working on the career and didn't focus on family and get their needs met elsewhere? Ah, see, it's the needs. If they don't get their needs met, then, you know, they might look outside or extraneous. Like, notice he knew it was wrong. He was talking about it. He's like, you know, like, kind of testing the waters. And that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. It's like the whole struggle is the people that want to follow the rules to a T, and then the people that want to change the rules. And then generation to generation, it continues to change and change. Like, what was important 20 years ago? Oh wait, climate change is happening now. Sorry.
The signal appears to originate from Crisis Scar.
That's an old doll comms facility. Been nothing but scavs there for years.
Well, looks like it's working again. Go shut it down. Also, status update, still getting shot at. So if you wanted to hurry, that'd be cool.
Anyways, life. All of life is like the struggle for getting needs met.
Until further notice, for your own protection, the town is in lockdown. No one in or out. That is all. Okay?
Oh, what the hell is wrong with this guy? This is so frustrating. Get back to Moxie. She's got secret exits everywhere. Classic.
And someone was just talking about that, like joking about women when like it makes them uncomfortable. Oh, who was that? That was this guy I follow, the Jack Forge, and Elon actually commented on his post. I think he does that for a lot of the bigger ones, but anyways, yeah, he just did a post, like an opinion, and that's why it's so hard for women to get into STEM, is because comments like that. But notice it's Jack, and like, you know, the people that, I don't know, I feel like even the people that would be able to make those kind of comments wouldn't make those kind of comments, and the people that aren't able to make those comments, you know, like emotional bank or whatever you want to call it, treating them like objects, and that's, oh. As we go in here with the lights, the thumping music and everything, the alcohol.
If you're looking for Moxie Copper, she's not here. Really hard getting served when she's off in a secret workshop, tinkering with advanced tech and all. If I was any more annoyed, I'd probably let it slip that it's accessible by pushing the arm up on the one-arm banded machine over there, then pressing the access button that pops out. Phew, close one. That new internal dialogue filter chip I had installed is a ripper, mate.
Yeah. No, of course it doesn't.
It's like a cocktail, but it busts you. There's all kind of sparkling to your stuff.
Oh, I have a friend who was a DJ back in the day, and actually that climate change joke, that's which is really sad. It's not 20 years. It was 50 years ago and counting. It was the 70s that they did those research things. But anyways, I digress. And this is possibly one of my favorite parts of the entire game franchise.
Bubbles and birds, bubbles and birds, bubbles and... Damn, Servo, get in there.
Look at that.
Hello? Moxie?
Hey, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing in here?
Whoa! You look different, and you're covered in robot blood.
Damn it, I really don't like people seeing me out of character. The hell do you want?
I need to leave town, but the mayor put Concordia on lockdown. Can you help?
I know a way out, but I won't show it to you unless you promise not to tell anyone what you saw here.
I promise, and I am incapable of lying. Deception.exe successful.
Great, because if you spill, my son would have to bury you alive in a shallow grave.
You have earned a badass rank. Badass ranks are awarded for completing challenges. Badass ranks are an avenue of growth for you across all of your characters. This is why I turned it off, because I've played this game so much that it just gives a really unfair advantage. Earning ranks, I mean, not unfair. Like, if you're struggling with the game, then yeah, that's fine. But like, I don't know. I feel like I like it better when there's a little more of a challenge. Like when I'm struggling and run around, yeah, bonus stats disabled. But it is cool, like, for a while there, and then you just, like, start just destroying everything. Which would be good for, like, true Vault Hunter mode, I imagine. Okay. But yeah, no, this whole thing, like, she's got this hood background, like, you know, came up from squalid beginnings, possibly. Like, needing to be mechanically inclined, and so then you just get used to doing it, and then you're good at it, then you go make money off of it. And that's just one exploration into a subculture of American culture, which is the greasy, or like the shop worker, or it's a really big thing with, like, especially like white prison gangs, like, you know, they're just very good at mechanics and stuff. And now it's blending into all things, like they're saying in Denver they got like hybrid gangs now, and you know, it's more of like they're understanding better, but then they're also not. So again, we need to fix the problems in a preventative approach, not in a reactive approach. So And ask anyone, that's like the better way to look at anything anyway. The computer science way, you know, the service way, or like preventative maintenance. Same with like, you know, doing your oil change every now and then before it like destroys your car, like I had a buddy do. Like, you know, it's rough. Anyways, that's it for now. We'll go ahead and cut that, because what is that? Yeah, right at 30. Trying to do better about that, but nah. So I'm pulling a Rick and Morty. Alright, ta-ta everyone. I'll see you in the next one.